Very important. First, let's discuss the different statements made by the President Zelensky. Today, we have been working on the deployment of foreign troops in Ukraine for 2 months. This was the final first meeting today. It is a milestone, very important. This does not mean that only 3 countries that we were had here today, Ukraine, France, Britain, are included in the process, many other countries. I do not want to say the number of this coalition yet. I think the teams need about another month, and we will be ready to fully understand this infrastructure, Zelensky said at a briefing. Another important statement, Zelensky said that France would be the first country whose troops would be part of the future contingent to be deployed in Ukraine. He also added that consultations are already underway at the military level regarding this issue. Also, options for the deployment of units that will represent France in Ukraine are currently being discussed. Another important statement, another important piece of news from Germany. Germany is secretly funding a Starlink analog for Ukraine. We are talking about the network of the French company Eutelsat. The company reported that it has been providing a high-speed internet to Ukraine through a German distributor for about a year now. Funding is said to come from the German government. Currently, there are less than 1,000 terminals of this network operating in Ukraine, but in the coming weeks, there are plans to increase their numbers to 10,000. So we see that European countries, step by step, are trying to replace the United States of America in Ukraine on the ground. Another important statement. The US is close to decisions on ceasefire, Zelensky said at a briefing. He said that he has information that in the near future America will tighten sanctions, pressure on the Russians so that they agree to a truce. Zelensky said that Ukraine will be represented in negotiations with the US on agreement on minerals by law fee. This is a very important statement that US is close to decisions on ceasefire, but we know the demands of the Russian Federation. And one of the demands is that Ukraine should never join NATO. But joining NATO is a part of Ukrainian constitution. You know that in 2019, the former president of Ukraine, Poroshenko, made adjustments in the constitution of Ukraine, and he added that NATO is the primary task of Ukraine itself. So first of all, it's not enough just the word of Zelensky not to join NATO or something like this. There should be changes in constitution, but the changes in constitution cannot be done by Zelensky because according to Russia, he is a legal president. Vladimir Zelensky may cancel the course towards joining NATO, which was written into the constitution in 2019 in order to fulfill Vladimir Putin's conditions regarding Ukraine's refusal to join the alliance. Former Viktor Ulakolov told the Prima TV channel. According to him, the State Bureau of Investigation has requested documents on these constitutional changes from the Rada in the new case against Petro Poroshenko. Ukolov believes that Zelensky might appeal to the Constitutional Court to recognize these changes as illegal and cancel them. So you see that illegal president is going to make constitutional changes made by former legal president as illegal. So this is the main issue that the Russians see in this situation. They believe that anyone else after Zelensky can become a president and can do the same. He can basically recognize everything that Zelensky did as illegal things, and he can return this part to join NATO once again in constitution. So this is the main problem that Russia wants to be changed in Ukraine. First, they need to see legal president